lens cap. So I'm here at this little cottonwood grove, you might see it behind me, to harvest a little sapling so that we can make some cottonwood balm. Cottonwoods tend to grow in big clumps like this. They often share a root system common to poplar species. These are also known as balsam poplar. So I'm going to cut one of these smaller saplings, and instead of harvesting the buds here in the woods, I am going to take it home, harvest the buds at home, and feed the rest to our goats. Now, these things are pretty good for animal feed. Legend has it that in old times Native Americans would feed this to their horses during winter, as it was good for the horses. Now you look at the buds, well, it's out of focus, but if you look at the buds, they are swelling and prime for harvesting, for making cottonwood balm. We're only going to do the first part of it. We're not actually going to turn it into balm. We're just going to make cottonwood infused oil. If we had access to beeswax, we could turn it into balm, also known as Balm of Gilead. But anyway, for now, I'm going to pick one of these little ones and cut it to take home. I'm actually going to choose this one right here because it's already got some damage to it here along the bark. You can see it's been eaten into a lot. So I'm just going to cut the top off of it, and the portions below that damage should recover pretty nicely. I forgot to say timber. So I got a glove on here. You're supposed to use gloves when you do this because the sap in here is so sticky. I don't like to handle it with my bare hands, but I just basically take a butter knife and pop the bud directly into the jar. That really makes the process a lot neater. We're only making 1 quart. It seems as though a quart lasts us for about 2 years. So these ones are nice and big and fat. The jar will fill pretty quickly. It seems slow at the moment because I'm talking. That one went flying, but yeah, in no time we'll be done with this project. I can smell it already. I absolutely love this smell. If you smell the cottonwood sap, that one went flying. It's like you instantaneously know that this is good medicine. See, there's little bits of old man's beard stuck to some of these buds. Anyway, so we're about a third, more like a quarter of the way full here. Probably been at the budding, probably been at this bud picking part for about 15 minutes. So, hoping that this whole process can take roughly an hour. We'll see. It will take as long as it takes. But I like to do this when I'm foraging and picking, where, let's say I'm picking berries and I find a good bush. I'll just sit down right next to it and pick as many as I can from that position. Really save myself some effort, save my joints and muscles and all that other stuff. So you may have noticed I have abandoned the butter knife technique just because while it is neater, I'm going for speed right now. So I believe this is the last bud. And I got basically half a jar. I guess that's good enough. Some people say to do half a jar and fill it the rest of the way. Some people say 2/3. I can deal with half. But if you have a look at the tree, the buds are pretty much all gone. I might have missed one or two, and I certainly dropped a few, but it's time to go finish the job. All that's left to do now is to pour oil over it. I'm using olive oil because it's what we have. And I'm going to make sure that it's well covered. I don't think there is enough in this container. We'll see. After it's covered, it needs to sit for weeks as the oil pulls the good stuff out of there. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Dregs of the olive oil. Now here's a jar that we made at least 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. We made 2 jars that spring, and we've gone through the first one, and it takes basically 2 years, but I will show you what it looks like. So you can see the cottonwood buds in there. This stuff is amazing. So it's good for inflammation. It's good as a bit of a painkiller. It's supposed to be good on cuts and scrapes and things. So like we tend to use it mostly in the winter time, like with sore backs and sore knees and things. So like here's my, let's say I've got sore knee. I just dip a couple of fingers in. They get coated in oil. I put it all over my knee. It smells amazing. It feels all right. And then what's really nice is that, especially in winter time, is when you're done, you just rub it all over your hands. And then your hands, you know, because our hands tend to get kind of like cracked and dry in the winter time, and you've got hand protection. Voila, it's like everything all in one. It's like seriously amazing stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope that this will be useful to you. I wanted to kind of do it very quickly and get it out quickly because if anybody's watching this like in the next few days, like the cottonwood trees might be perfect. So go have a look, see if they're budding out. You want to get them before the leaves start to show. You want to get it while everything is still inside the bud. Once they start leafing out, It's not so good because it starts to lose some of its resin and all that other stuff. So go make some of your own. It's amazing medicine. Doesn't take long. It's not difficult. If you do have access to beeswax, you can move on to make Balm of Gilead out of it. But as is, just sitting in oil, it works fantastically. So thanks for watching.